Series Edition LLC, Crystal Edge Technology screens, and our cardboard PC builds. Kaboom, kaboom, kaboom. Let's make myself some hot cocoa here at my desk. Alright, so we're going to do a communication exchange pretty soon. The 800 number, we're not going to use it anymore because I told you before that because the reason why I'm set up in this position I'm in right now is to start marketing my technology to companies. The 800 number we don't need. And the reason why is because we have a new company we're going to be working with. They're more of a security firm for emails and stuff like that. So that we don't have to deal with the nonsense that we deal with people at the end of the day that are not adults. There's something clearly seriously wrong with them. And my brother was telling me anyway, when it comes to the business you're doing in any business, you should have some kind of security email that your information is going through. And that's what we're in the process of doing. I've got a few people to call right after this video. So 800 number is going to go, and we're going to go in and hire this group. We looked at several different companies who deal in the field of encrypting, coding, and basically protecting companies' emails and anything that goes past us through their accounts. This is why we're hiring this company, which is today. And on top of that, again, as your business starts to grow on different levels, which we're going to right now, we're going to push our business more toward companies. We need to make sure emails and everything are secure. Even with a customer, we make sure it's secure. So we don't need the 800 anymore. And majority of my customers, they contact us through emails. A lot of emails. That's why they reach out to us. So the email counts are going to disappear, and the new email with the new company's name is going to appear, along with our new logo and the new domain name under our company. Because I told you before, I'm getting my company under one brand and one brand only. Where in the world did I put this company? That can't be it. Is that it? No, it can't be it. Now, I got new business cards coming in because I ordered the digital cards, metal cards. Because I got to be on site and I want my cards to look very professional. The plastic cards I'm definitely going back into. Plastic cards are going to have my new company's, I got another cell phone coming up with my company's name and number and all that stuff. That's going to be on those cards. And the other plastic cards are going to hold some other business information for companies only. As I said before, I'm in the process of branching out. And I want everything to be professional when I do this. This is why I'm spending the money for t-shirts and hoodies and everything, hats, everything with our new company's logo on it. I'm spending the money for brochures and all kinds of stuff that we need to make our company look more professional, and working on the office we have here. Another thing too, I'm not doing any more streams on builds. And the reason why, it takes too much time. I looked at my time, I was like, we ate that much time in a stream build? No, we're not doing it no more. It eats too much time, it does. So from now on, when the builds are finished, I record, show them off, and that's the end of it. That's it. It just takes too long. I think I would have finished that thing a long time ago if I had did that when the stream. Well, actually, I did. When we didn't have the streams, I built these things 10 times faster. So the streams slow us down, especially in builds. So we're not doing those anymore. I'll finish the product. I'll show you what it looks like, and that's the end of it. Right from there, because I got things I got to get done. There are places I got to call today. People I got to reach out to. So much stuff I have to do. I don't have time to do that. The builds are only being designed. We're doing a gaming company on the cardboard PC kingdom, but majority of that technology is going to be offline anyway. So very rare some of that stuff will be online. A little bit, majority of it's offline. Now for those of you saying, well, you're putting everything offline, I can explain something to you. I got a lot of stuff we engineered that you've never seen online. I have a lot of stuff. There's an invisible technology that we make that is not available to online customers. It's not even available to offline customers. It's only available to companies. Only companies can get their hands on that invisible technology because they use it for commercial uses. That's why. We make stuff for customers. We make stuff for companies. So the invisible technology you see, you know why you never see it on the marketplace? It's not available for customers. Companies can only get that stuff. They got to go to invoice to get it. Only ones that can get it. There's certain things that we make that you will never see on our you'll see in YouTube videos, but you'll never see it in on our website because we don't offer it to customers. It's for company use only. That panel technology we have over here, that's not going to customers. That panel technology is for companies. I don't see customers being able to use this at all, period. Majority of companies are going to use this because they're going to use it for projector mapping. Majority, most of it's projector mapping, or some kind of freaking hologram or form of display. That's what the panels, that's what they're going to use them for. They're designed to be interactive technology, which means they're using them for blackboards, because now we use whiteboards, so we use blackboards over here, and for table interactive. That's not something a customer is going to use. That's something a company is going to use. So that's what it's being engineered for. So we're not going to have it for them. As for going to the communications, I'm planning to do all my business through this particular security firm. They will be taking care of all our emails. So we set up our accounts to them, and they'll monitor all activity from there on in. Like I said, those of you who like to play, this is a different type of company. They'll reach out to you, just so you know. So I already got all the information I need. They'll reach out to you, they'll reach out to FBI, and they'll basically get you locked in and get you taken care of. Told them the problems that we're having from individuals that have been contacting us and carrying on, and it's not a problem for them to get it taken care of. So I'll be contacting them today to get our papers in order to go over there and start the process of getting set up. This is also much more better because, again, like I said, we're going to be doing business everywhere, online and offline, and you're going to deal with weirdos, whether they're going to be online or offline. We're dealing with the individuals, and it's good to set our business up with a company that can basically protect their customers and protect us. All right, so I've got some updating to do on my website. I got to contact whatchamacallit to know that I'm going to cash in on my domain name, which my domain name is going to be changing. Now, this is where we have to burst the bubble with people at the end of the day who think they know it all. I'm getting contracted in the next few months. My contracts carry a lot of money for us, a lot of money. AdTech is showing its face this year in February, and AdTech has millions of dollars behind it. On top of that, investors that can't wait to get their hands on that technology. So we're already set. We're ready to go. So again, if you think at the end of the day we're doing this because you know, company is changing. We're moving on. We got things to do. For the longest time, I've done my demonstrations inside on YouTube. That's it. I tried to branch out contracts with other people so they can get distributorship contracts to us, but they don't know how to do their job correctly. So you know what? No, a person can do it better is going to be you. So I got tired of giving out contracts to people to see them drag their feet and say, you know, I'm tired of this. I can't do this from here in this house. I can't do this from here in the spot that I'm at, the garage. I need to be on a level where we got an office. We can bring clients in. They can see the technology. We can go out. We need a place, a landing base where people can come to see this technology. This summer, I got a showroom coming up. So I got a place where people can come in and see these screens instead of seeing them on YouTube. This is where my investors are picking up now. Because they know that the technology, once they see that it's real, because again, they have to see it before they give you any money. Before any company, distributorship, anybody gives you any real serious money at somewhere between $500,000 and up. Even at 50,000, 60,000, 70, 100,000, before they give you any money, they got to come see it themselves. They're not going to give you that money. You don't get no contract from them. They got to see it first. And that's why this place is beautiful. Because we got our name on the door, we got our name on the teleprompt. They can come in, it's very professional, and they can see the screens on display. What do you think we've been in here building? Setting up 160-inch massive screens. The floor is going to be fully interactive. The Cyberpunk machine we have over here going to have software sitting on this machine again. Just forget the console. You're not even near this thing. But anyway, it's going to have software on this thing that's designed to control everything we need over there. As we're building all this stuff for. The desk is going to be fully active. It's going to be able to drag and drop objects and where we want. You know, Iron Man kind of technology. That kind of stuff. And that AdTech and everything else we're building, it's wrapped around all that technology. AdTech is a whole different world of commercials. Whole different way for companies to advertise, which means if ad tech hits the mom and pop stores, what happens if it hits McDonald's or Foot Locker or Apple or any one of those places that allow them? Those are multi-million-dollar contracts right there for that technology. I've already got 10 buildings lined up for that technology from the door that are waiting for it. And AdTech has two versions of it. AdTech has one version that's crystal clear, but another version that's ultra black that can be used with ultra short throw projectors like a TV technology. Remember I told you about having a customized screen that you can throw around your ugly, bulky, ultra short throw and turn it into a TV? Yeah, they're ugly. They're bulky. I don't like them. That's what I've seen with big old pieces of junky furniture sitting in front of your setup, your wall. I had no idea they were that big. Anyway, on top of that, the fact that we're going to be engineering technology for expos, for people to be able to turn those tables that they put all their trinkets on top of them to bring those things to life. You can literally turn that table into a whole virtual display because we have ad tech that can operate in fully lit environments, but ad tech also can be coded onto a table and turn into a complete projection screen. What better way if you had a boat show and you can show splashing waves racing across your table and boats and commercials and whatever you want, because we can do that. That means that not only will our technology be in every single expo on the face of the planet, but we will be the ones responsible for allowing those companies to advertise on that next level, which will put our company advertising anywhere we go. See, again, I can't explain this to people at the end of the day. The naysayers, you're small-minded. You don't know how to think on larger levels. This is why you're there. This is why I'm here. Small mind. You don't see big pictures. You see small, tiny pictures. Why your businesses didn't work. That's why they fizzled out. You don't know how to run a company. Okay, so moving on. So now we're going to get ready to communication changes, because communication changes have to go through. We have a new company coming up. We have a new logo for our company. We got a new brand for our company, which means we need business cards, brochures, you name it. I just got contact with another graphic designer who has their own equipment for making anything we freaking need. Anything down from cups or business cards, or like I said, brochures, mouse pads, you name it, she can make it. She's coming on board to help our company out. So that eliminates that. I don't have to worry about that anymore. What I need from there. That's good. All my labels, all good, ready to go. All customized labels, everything. And as for the guy right here, I told you, the fellow, when I asked him to give me specifications on his PC, nothing but rants and cursing and carrying on. That's all we received. We got these messages. Let me see. Oh, I thought my monitor was falling. Oh, it was falling over. I was like, wait a minute, my monitor tilted. I saw it tilt the first time. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I told you. Crybabies. That's what we get. Crybabies. Yeah, 48 minutes ago. Timestamp. 48 minutes ago. Didn't mention anything in there about a PC specifications, nothing. See? That's why I said nothing to show for it. That's Jamie, by the way. You know that. That's Fernando. His ping came up on him. I got a buddy tracing his stuff right now. He called me a coward, so like that, whatever. Again, you're not doing nothing. It's your lives. You're not doing nothing at all, period. That's it. That's all you got. It's sad, people, because again, once we cut off this line and we go into mainstream, this is what you have. This is waiting for you. This is what's going to be processing your screen paints from now on. This mess. That's pretty bad. Now, there's other companies out there that make it. Let's see. We got Goose Screen makes good products. They're expensive. They're going to cost you a lot more. They're not going to be our technology. You're not going to be at our level technology. No. What about you can go to Paint On Screens. They don't make a black technology. They don't make anything that we make over here, but there's something. We can make it for free. That's another way you can make it. You make some gray paint. Right? You've seen we've done that stuff already, so yeah. We're going business with businesses. That's the direction we're going. Now, as I said, in 2026, all sales with customers will be eliminated, and all companies will only do business with only. So we're getting ready for a change. So you won't be able to go to the website, you won't be able to purchase anything from us ever again. Unless we get a distributorship that decides to do it, but most likely we're going to stay with companies. And the reason why, it's a lot more money. It's a lot more money. It's business at the end of the day. You have to say it's business. It's a lot more money. On top of that, these are contracts. I don't have to worry about any nonsense about people getting something and doing something with it and following false accounts. Because with companies, if you do that, you got major, massive lawsuits between both parties that could pop up, and it could hurt either one of us. So they're not going to do that because I'm doing business with professionals. Now, I'm saying we don't have customers that are professionals. Yeah, we have amazing customers. But remind you, with a customer, we get about 3 or 4 orders here and there. Okay, that's about $1,500 you can make. Company, on the other hand, we sign a contract with them. I can make 50, 60, 100 grand, $200,000. They're going to make a ton of money off of us because our technology is tested. That's why they're going to invest in our companies, because we can show that our product's tested. They can walk in this environment, watch 216-inch screens fire up on a projector that costs us $50. With that being said, with the machines they're going to be using on this stuff is going to be nowhere near what that machine's going to do. They're going to go in with an 8K projector, 5K projector, these massive monster machines, and hit one of those screens with that stuff, man, it's going to blow up all over the place. All right. Now I'm getting myself a hot cup of cocoa. I'm going to go through my website. We're going to be probably 2 days from now. The 800 number will be dissolved off our site. I might take it off today and dissolve it, and get ready to get starting for the new email. Get that set up. Probably get this set up today with the new email and everything. Get that in there with the other company, their branch, because we won't be going through Hotmail, Google, and other no more. We're going through a security unit, secure email. It's a corporate company, and big companies deal with them. Companies like Verizon, company like AT&T, you know what I mean? They deal with these companies because that's what they're designed to do. You have to have them. All right, let me see. Now, all these messages we have here, they're all forwarded. We forwarded them over to an agency. They're taking care of that right now for us. So, Jamie, we know you're on here. Williams, we also know you're on here. Oh, I forgot, I got to reach out to that building, Williams' security firm. I got to put that information in there. And we got to go down and get something. I got some business to take care of with some law enforcement officers about Mr. Fernando getting that warrant and some other things that had to be taken care of. So I got to go. I got to get some call some people, and then that way we can get this done. As I said before, Fernando, you can cry all you want. I'll see you in February. You understand me? You'll get some letters to be sent to your door. Can't wait for him to get that letter. I can't wait. Let's see. Courts send certified letter to your door to summon for court. Okay, certified mail. Okay, make sure we'll go beginning. Okay. Okay, that's what we need right here. Okay. All right, this is how I want it done. That's exactly how I want it done. We did that. We got a process server coming through. I got a couple of process servers coming through for something else, but I need one of these sent through. Or certified mail service, postal service, okay. I got to call the magistrate and see. By state courts. Okay. Now, if you ignore the letter when it comes through, it doesn't make a difference. You get it. It's a summon to come to court. It's going to give you a time stamp, date, or whatever. Comes up and tells you that, hey, you got to be being sued by Mr. Bird and our company, and basically it'll tell you the amount of money you're being sued for, and it's going to tell you when you have to be in court and what time and all that stuff. That's what's going to happen. You choose to ignore it or you throw it away. That the date's still going to pop up. I'm going to be there in court. So if you don't show up, you forfeit. You forfeit, that means whatever we're suing you for, we're going to take it out of you. So I don't know if it's kind of a damn you do. You did shoot some pictures of me, right? These are the first lawsuits that are going through. So you did go on YouTube. You did show some pictures of me. You did do, right? and my sister's address. So those are the first lawsuits we're filing against you. And those are also filed with criminal. Later on, once the lawsuits are finished and done, then we'll start the step for the criminal charges. You want to show up for those, you'll get a warrant for your arrest. Let's set the charges. I'll give you a piece of advice. Let's see. That down right there. Civil court, it's 50,000. 50,000 is a minimum. And civil court, so civil court at 50,000, and we'll do central court. Let's see. What happens if you ignore a summons from court? I would read through this, buddy. Violation of court civil. You can get it if they'll mention the benchmark. If it doesn't. Oh, I'm curious about that. What happens if you ignore a summons from court for a lawsuit? Default judgment. That's what you get. I thought so. You get a default judgment. It means we win. You're going to have to, what you're being sued for is that you posted my face twice without my permission. You know we've done more than that, but these are the first lawsuits. The rest of them come later on. I'm suing you for every picture you sent of me. So these are the first ones to come up because you posted my picture twice. Default judgment against you, meaning that the plaintiff automatically wins the case and will collect damages as an outline of the lawsuit. As you do not present a defense, this will severely impact your financial dimension and garnishing bail. Oh yeah, heck yeah. We'll see you soon, Jamie, in February. You don't show up, man, you're gonna get hit pretty hard. If you don't show up, we know you're not gonna show up. I might hit you for something higher. I think we may go higher than 150. Because we know you're not gonna show up. It's an easy collect. I'm gonna go down there and talk to somebody. I'm gonna see if I can go. I want more than that. I want more than $150,000. I want at least about 175,000. 175, 200,000, because I know we're going. It's an open and shut case. He can't show. So let me see. So if he's going to ignore the summit, he's going to do it. In court of law, most likely outcome with default judgment. That's what happened when the people brought me to court for the lied about the whole apartment thing. They never showed up. They lost their judgment. Their judgment was defaulted twice. They didn't show up. So this is what's going to happen to you. So if you ignore the summit from court, then we're sending to you for the lawsuit. Most likely the outcome is default judgment, which means you lose. You're going to lose either way, but still you will lose. Being entered again judgment against you, the plaintiff automatically wins. The case can collect damages as an outline in the lawsuit, as you did not present a defense. And this can severely impact your finances through mentioning of wages. We can garnish your wages. I'll go through your paycheck and garnish your wages. Banking account levies, property. Yeah, we're going to contact. When I contact the people that were executing judgment, the debt collectors, I want to let them know that I want them to take everything, and I mean everything, out of your building. I'm not joking with you, Fernando. I told you we weren't playing with you at the end of the day. We're not playing with you at all. I want them to take everything. You're going to owe me over $150,000. I'm going to sue you for a lot of money now. Because with this being known, the fact that you're not going to show up, you're not going to be there. I don't even have to bring a lawyer with me. I can walk in there by myself with nothing. You're not going to show up. You come here to Philly, you come to Pennsylvania, you're going to jail. Because I got a warrant for you. Not warrant, I got criminal charges for posting a Dead or Alive poster, putting my life in danger. So I'm going to have you arrested on the spot. And the judge will have a copy of those documents when we walk in, of the police report and everything. So I'll have you locked up. You won't walk out that door, you won't be going home. So you're not showing up. Since you're not showing up, I'm going to get you for more than $150,000. I file in February. So I'm going to get you for more than that. Oh, I can't wait for this. I cannot wait for this. And you can't go anywhere. You can't move. It's interesting how all this played out to happen. It's unfortunately the fires and all, but because of the fires, he can't go anywhere. Where's he going to go? You move out of that place, somebody will be in there in no time at all living in your spot. They'll get, I guarantee you. The rent went through the roof down there. And a lot of people got the place. There's people scammers trying to find apartments for rent. They're trying to find housing for rent. They're trying to find hotels. Even the hotels are overbooked. You can't go anywhere. He's stuck. So when that letter comes through, whether he gets it or not, he doesn't have to open it. If he ignores it, and that date comes up and we pop up and we're in front of the judge, just like when I went to court over the old apartment thing, and they didn't show, guess what happens? They put it, I win automatically. When we go upstairs and we file, this is what we want, they're going to want their percentage, because where we're hiring the collectors, they get a percentage of that. They're going to get their money. I want to make sure that when we reach out to them, I want the name of the person who owns that building, because I'm filing a class action lawsuit against your landlord now. Your landlord is responsible for your actions. We looked it all up. He is. He's responsible for your actions. So we're suing him. So I will be reaching out to him soon. We'll let him know also, too, that we were contacted by a fake landlord. We had the voice recordings. Everything's there. The person claiming, representing you to be the landlord of that building. So, yeah, bye-bye. You're getting out of the building. You definitely got an eviction notice coming. So February, mark it down, February. I'm going to go in, I'm going to file. And begin the process to get this thing started. And then when that process server gets there, I'm going to make clear notice. I want the owner of that building. I want to know why he's hiding. What's wrong with the building? What's going on with that building that he's hiding? Because it's something weird when you got a landlord you can't find, and they're just smoke screen. Like I found the other guy, Williams, I found their landlord easy. So why in the world is this guy hard to find? What's going on with his building? Is it up to code? What's going on with the building? So that we're going to look into. And as I said before, there's another thing they're looking into about Fernando himself. They're digging into. All right. Well, company's going to change over. I got to get ready for this lawsuit for him. It's going to be an easy lawsuit. I'm walking like I always do. Sit down, they will never show up. Look at the judge just looking back at me, put my hands like, Same thing. Mr. Bird, yeah, rode the bench. What are you suing for? $150,000. 175,000, might as well. All right. You win judgment. That's it. You're not there. I go. What room do I go to execute judgment? You send me the room, I go up there and I go file the work and all that. And tell me here I got a judgment from the judge for $175,000. And you put your name there, Jamie Fernando Gonzalez, your address, all your information up there, and that's it. They process it. And give them the fee or what they got to charge, and that's it. That's the end of it. And probably a day, probably that same day, depends on who they contact and get a hold of. They're going to be down to get your stuff or whatever they need to get, or whatever you have, they're going to take it. And if you don't have enough money to cover what we sued you for, then they're going to basically, well, that's going to be a problem because, Fernando, you touched the copyrights, right? So you're being sued for touching my copyrights. So that's the first lawsuit that comes through in February. I still have several lawsuits to file against you. Altogether, about 27 lawsuits can be filed against you. Touch my copyrights. I got multiple pictures in my account of you using my face over and over again. So you're going to be sued multiple times for that. Doxing addresses, we're suing you for that, for cyber crimes. That's what you're being sued for. Stalking, you're being sued for that. You contacted Allentown's police and had them come down to the garage, try to do some kind of swatting thing. Yeah, it was pinged back to your basic address. I'm suing you for that too. And you got multiple lawsuits. But that $150,000, that's more 175 now. Might as well go for 175. Why not? It's an open and shut case. Now, he may cry on camera he don't have the money. It doesn't make a difference you don't have the money or not. The bottom line is, you got to figure it out. You get one of your troll friends. You got plenty of troll friends. Get a hold of Danny. Ain't Danny your best friend? Yeah, but he can loan you $150,000. Yeah, ask him. Contact one of your friends on that. Well, he's being sued anyway, too. So You know, maybe he can help you out. Go to McAfee, ask him. He can give you some of the money. Go to Mr. Williams. He might ask some money from you. You got to go to somebody. You got to figure out how to get my money. So, you know, you brought it on yourself. Remember, these woes you brought on yourself. Now, mind you, you still have the infringement lawsuits coming up. And they're millions of dollars. That 150, 175 to 150, 175 ain't nothing compared when we hit you with one of those. You're talking about roughly a couple $1 million, Mr. Fernando. You're going to have to pay out, not only to me, but you're going to have to pay out for fines and penalties to them. So, I don't know. Let's figure it out. Because I can see by your message here, you're very, very upset. And this message where we had, he's very upset. He's very, very angry. He's very angry. I told you he was in the room. He's always in the room. Moving on to bigger and better things. He's in the room with us, watching me. Well, good. Now you know 100% in February, what's going to be coming to you. I'm going to file for February, March, April, and May. Those are the months I'll be filing against you. That should be enough time to get all the lawsuits in. And my family's suing you too. Because you posted her address without her permission. So she's going to file a lawsuit against you. And criminal charges. And she's suing for a lot too on top of that. I don't know how you're going to manage it. I don't know how it's going to work. Okay, now I got to get this agency, get my numbers and all that changed, get ready for our new setup. I can't wait till my metal business cards get in here. Metal business cards. Let's see. Digital metal business cards. Oh, what's this one right here? Look at the hologram. It's time to usher in new technology. Oh yeah, because this would be the way to go. Because the clear cards are expensive, and I pass those out. You know what I mean? But this is a digital card. We're gonna invest in the digital card instead. I'm getting the digital card instead. All right. But they got a hologram. Oh man, I'm going to get your phone. Bam, 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 bam. Oh yeah, I'm getting me a digital card. I'm getting one. Get me a digital card. Oh yeah, I'm getting one. I'm getting one. I'm definitely getting one. My company's name right across it. My new company's name. No, we don't get that. Come back. All right. FC business cards. And skin. Oh, and by the way, my card is titanium. Oh yeah, I got a titanium business card. Thin metal. Boop, 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 boop. Yep, paid some money for that baby. It cost me. It ain't cheap, but I got one. Don't lose that thing, please. There's warranties on things. I have warranties. I lose it, they got to send me another one. Once I pay that fee for it. So yep, titanium. Oh, digital card. Yep. Even come a little commercial on that baby. Everything. When you tap it in and it comes up when you're Richard McCorm, yeah, little videos and all that stuff. It's beautiful. You guys can't think on that level. That's what I'm saying. You can't think on that level because your business is not there. So y'all spent the money for LLCs, which was a waste of money. Y'all spent the money for expensive labels and all that stuff. That's what the other guy did, the expensive labels. You put expensive labels on a container, a product that didn't even work. Like, that's just the dumbest thing you could think of. That's like taking expensive wine and putting it in a dirty bottle. That's what you did. You tainted it. What's the point of putting an expensive label on a container? He tried to put expensive labels on there to make his product seem something that it wasn't. Can't even explain what the product does. How in the world? Okay, I'll never forget it. In a lot of business, I've never just seen people do the dumbest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Look, these things have built-in photo galleries on them. Oh, it's gonna be beautiful. Oh, you kidding me? That's what we're doing now? Oh, snap. So basically, when I tap it's on someone's phone, it does more than just show. There is a little thing that pops up. You can go and open up, or a card pops up on your phone. It's like a little mailbox thing that pops up, and you open it up, like your little present pops up, or design, and we can show up a little gallery and slideshow and everything right through here. I can advertise my website. Oh wow, that's mind blowing. I'm looking at this like, wait a minute, this is what I think it is. So basically, it's like having our website through Vistaprint. This is the company that makes this one. It's like having our website on this card. And all I have to do is just tap your card. And when you open up that little present, our website opens up information, all this stuff. And it's like a video commercial. Oh, I'm getting two. I want this one made. I want the other one made too. All right, I'm ushering into future technology, and you guys, the other naysayers, well, you ain't going anywhere. I'm gonna make sure that you won't go anywhere. Evidence we got on you guys, you're not going anywhere. Look, here's the deal. When I get done crushing you, when you see what we do to Fernando's gonna be showing. We're gonna show an example of what we're gonna do to you when we get done with Fernando. Fernando's gonna go through so much between those months, and he's going to talk to him. He's going to talk about all the nightmares he's having. He don't know who's coming to the door, what process server. He's getting letters to be summoned for court. There's going to be a lot of stuff he's going to be receiving in the next couple of months. It's going to be a nightmare for him, and it's going to terrify them. They're going to go through the same process. But the reason why we're going to hit these people with everything we got, because I want to explain to the judge crystal clear, just in case if we get any form of copycats, I want to make sure they understand how brutal it's going to get by what we do to them. We're going to use you as an example of what happens when you touch our company. So, that's your nightmare in 2025, and this is what I'm going to be doing. Let me see. Wait, we can do digital brochures. We can do digital, we can do digital brochures. Oh, yes, we can. We can do digital brochures. That'd be sick. All right. So let's see. They'll come out. I'm gonna save this. Definitely save this. Definitely get that card. I'll definitely get one of them. Change and get my company ready to its next stage. Now I know naysayers are going to say, well, how are you going to brand? You guys are so small-minded. It's unbelievable. That's why I think some of you didn't graduate from school. But I know you're probably thinking today, well, how are you going to make money? I make a lot of money. I make money and then invoices. More of my money comes through invoices where companies contact me. They've seen our website. They don't even touch our marketplace. They don't touch our marketplace. They contact and say, how we order, we'll send you out an invoice. That's it. Send the invoice out. And money transfers to my PayPal account, and that's it. We technically don't need a marketplace. Only reason we have a marketplace is we have customers. But technically, if we want to do business only, we don't need a marketplace. We can take that clean off. We're contracted. Under our contract, we make this amount of money. We got 60 contracts, and we're making anywhere from $50,000 to $200,000. Why do we need a marketplace for? Any company I'm coming in here, it's automatically got all our business information. I tap their phone, I put all my information in there. That's it. They can reach Mr. Bird anytime they need anything built, design, any projects. We're there because we engineered everything. We worked on everything to get to this point. And you guys thought, hey, poor sad Jamie over there talking about, well, hey, I'll do campaigns against him, and he won't make it. Are you kidding me? If your campaigns work, I wouldn't be here. If they worked, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have my ship out. All the orders we got through, it would none of them worked. Your campaigns are for nothing. You wasted all that time on nothing. But I'll tell you one thing, in February, I'm going to take a lot of money out of you. Mr. Fernando, I want you to understand this. You have to understand this. I mean business. Do you understand me? I'm not playing with you. In February, I'm coming for you. I'm going to hit you with so many lawsuits, it's not even funny. And I dare you show up in Pennsylvania, I'll have you arrested on the spot for terroristic threats toward me, my company, and my family. So you will stay in California and you will take the hits. And bit by bit by bit, you will watch yourself be stripped away from you until there's nothing left. That's what you're going to go through. Welcome to 2025. And I know you're scared because I can see it in your messaging. I can see the curse words. I can see the frantic calling me a coward. I can see everything. You're scared. If you weren't scared, you wouldn't have had a fake landlord contact us. If you weren't scared, you wouldn't have had a fake lawyer reach out to us. You're scared. And you should be scared. Because we have enough evidence on you to choke a dinosaur. Not a horse. A dinosaur. Something that can swallow a cow. Easily. Without choking on one bone. Tears for Resurrections can do it. Whoop, swallow the whole thing gone. But yeah, that's where you're heading at. I think it's ironic how you call yourself moving on to bigger and better things. And those two pictures, the two pictures and the address that you posted, they're the first ones that are still on your fate. So, yeah, it'll cost you a lot of money, man. So I hope you got it. Till then, I got a buddy who's going to go through your financial information to see what you're worth. Of course, all that stuff you have in your collection, we're selling all that off. Yeah, they don't have to sell it all off. Everything. You know, nobody wants to make it to sell it all off. Projectors, his stereo system, all that stuff got to go. You can take anything in the house, including your wife's stuff too, so you know that. They take everything. They don't care who it is, they take it. Unless she can show proof that she purchased it herself, it's going on the truck. It's sad. And you're going to be, it's an embarrassment too for your neighbors to watch your stuff being carted out of your place into a vehicle, into a truck. But you bought it on yourself. You attacked my company multiple times. You attacked my family multiple times. You carried on. You acted up. Your time is now here. Yep. People getting their items repossessed because of lawsuits. I'm legally entitled to all your personal belongings. So, when I sign that order, Mr. Fernando, let me tell you what I'll be taking from you. I'm taking all your possessions. I'm taking your banking accounts. Wherever you have in your accounts, I'm taking all that. I am going to garnish your paycheck. I'm going to garnish your income tax. If you have death insurance, I will be taking that. If you have any money for college, I will be taking that for your kids. They're gone. It's my money now. Any money that you receive, anywhere, anytime, I don't even care if you win a nickel on a corner, it becomes mine. The interest alone is going to kill you on this. And it's not alone. I'm not done with you yet. Once I win that $175,000 off of you, I will continue 8 more lawsuits against you. I want to make sure you owe me for the rest of your life. Remember, I don't have to make any stuff up. You did this to yourself, right? Yeah, repo your car too. You got a car? Yeah, take that too. So you can sit there and say, oh, it's not right, because people will do that. People will go out, commit crimes, break the law, and then when they're hit with the girl consequences, they will get online and cry and whine why it's not fair and why they should be treated that way. On top of that, I'm slammed with the gag order, which means you go online, you talk anything about what happened in that court or anything that happened, you get sued again or thrown in jail. That's what happened when the lawyers reached out to him. They explained to him that if he uses that letter and on YouTube, they'll sue him. Let's see. 150,000. I want 175,000. I want 200,000. I'm going for 200,000. We can get 200,000. That'll clear for them. That I want them to clear the people that are going to be coming in to execute judgment. I want a high enough judgment so it clears them for anything they want to take. I wouldn't even have touched that in a million years. I got I remember when I had bank error for $1.2 million. I wouldn't even have touched that. I gave it right back to him. Like, look, you need to take this. This is yours. I'm touching that. That's not my problems. Well, it's going to be the most easiest judgment ever, man. I'm thinking the easiest judgment ever. Easy. It's going to be an easy lawsuit. Very easy lawsuit. We got tons of evidence. We got police reports on this guy. We got freaking scanned into the Allentown Pizza Party. We got information with the FBI. We got all kinds of stuff on him. It's an open and shut. They even we filed so much stuff on this guy. They almost know him down there. This is going to be an open and shut case. Then we got tons of evidence we're bringing in showing how he basically committed the cyber crimes against us for the lawsuit. It's open and shut. The easiest lawsuit ever. What most people are doing, they're being hit with a lawsuit and they lose. The first thing they say is, I'm not paying him any money. He'll never see a dollar out of me. That's why they got something called execution of judgment. That's what that's for, because we will get our money out of you. So if you're in a situation where you sue somebody and they make a statement to you saying, well, you'll never see your money, you know what I mean? I'll pay you a little bit here and there, you'll never see it. No, you go file execution of judgment on them. When you go file that, a debt collector gets involved in that, and they will come get their stuff. Like, you don't pay on your car, and they come get your car, it'd be those kind of people. So they'll be there. And they'll have law enforcement officers with them to protect them as they take the stuff. So you will get your money. And they'll take all his stuff, whatever he got on the truck or whatever, they'll take it from him, and they'll go over and they'll basically impound everything. And then when it gets to an auction, they'll sell it off. And whatever money they get out of everything, you'll get a check for you, and they'll take a little bit of percentage out for them. Yep. Don't ever think if someone sits there and tells you, oh yeah, well, you sue me and I'll give you like $1 a day or something, you won't really see any money at the end of the day. No, you go execute judgment. That's what you do. You get your money. That's what you do. And it's not a lot of money to execute judgment. It really isn't. It's way cheaper than you think. You see, the situation that he got himself into is that we don't even need a lawyer there because he won't show up. He's not going to be there. And the reason he's not going to be here because he committed a crime against us. He committed a criminal act against me and my company by posting that did our live poster. So we can have him locked up on the minute he walks over into Pennsylvania, we can get him locked up. So he won't show up for the simple fact of that. So he's stuck. Yeah. Well, buddy, that's you. I'm gonna go change. I seen you screaming and yelling. That's why I mentioned you in the video, because I seen you on my account screaming and yelling again. 8 messages this time of him yelling and screaming at us. They were forwarded over. I'll have the judge going to read through all that, and we'll send it over to him, show him where you've been carrying on and acting up. So we're going to show them other stuff too. I know they're going to be very interested in. And like I said, you don't show up, that's your problem at the end of the day. It's not mine. Remember, you know, I know you're going to get on YouTube, and I know you're going to cry about being sued and all that stuff, but everybody knows what you did. The problem with you, Mr. Fernando, you're too emotional. You let your personal feelings get the best of you. And you thought by posting that picture, that you were embarrassing me. No, you paid me. That's what you did. You didn't embarrass me, you paid me. This is in Allentown Police Department right now. This is you, ain't it? Yeah, it's in their police department. It's what I had scanned over. This is part of your lawsuit. So you pay, all you do is just give me money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Remember this? Remember all that? Yeah, you getting sued for that now. Sure. Information on your home, where you live at, everything about your LLC in there for the judge. And this is where you doxed my sister's address. You put an arrow pointing where she was living at. So, I want $75,000 for pain and suffering. $50,000. Another $50,000. Another $50,000. And when the judge sees all the other stuff we've been through, and I'll bring some more pictures and everything else I need, I want an additional $75,000, sorry, $25,000 for pain and suffering. And there's your address that has your company's name that matches the company's name that shows up on each and every one of these. And plus, we got video recordings and everything on you. So I recorded that too. Those pictures you see, they're all recorded and documented. Man, you just constantly stay in trouble all the time, don't you? Oh, this is going to cost you some money. And I don't think your wife is going to be too happy about it. But I'm pretty sure she's going to contact and reach out to me. But I'll give her any information she needs on how we try to let you get out of this situation multiple times in the sake of your family, and you chose not to take it. So good luck on all that. Marriage is another one thing responsible. Money financially is the number one cause of marriage is splitting. So I don't know how it's going to work out for you, buddy. It's not going to work out well. I'm going to take this one out too. Oh, I got a contact too. Where's it at? Here we go. This is the United States Postal Service for claim for whatchamacallit, investigation for the post office mail fraud. You get it into my company. So I'm going to contact them right now. Where's my cell phone at? Okay, I gotta leave off here. I gotta give them a call, find out where my docket number is at, so I can get that case picked up for court. Because we need you in court for that this year. This is for the post office fraud charges. And Mr. Williams, you have also too. We're going to be reaching out to them about you and McAfee. As a matter of fact, where is McAfee at? Let me get him taken care of. Come with these guys now. Let's see. Contact that bar to let them know. I'm going to make a phone call appointment with FBI. Let me get you guys taken care of now. I'm going to get this done. Okay. That's you, McAfee, right? McAfee totally disappeared. He removed his YouTube channel and everything. Did you not? McAfee, you got a house, don't you? Not anymore, you don't. I'm gonna sue you for $1 million. Let me see. Not anymore, you don't. Try to give you a break. You didn't want to take it. Make some phone calls. So I'm going to go over here and get this new agency for my company, change all my numbers out and get ready for that. While I'm doing that, I'm going to call these agencies about these individuals. Now, it's important that we get the lawsuits first through Jamie, because I want to take something at them before they get their hands on them. They get their hands on them, Jamie's done. That number right there, because the claim we filed against him, it's going to give Jamie 20 years in prison. Post office fraud charge. That's who we have to call to get that information we need, that docket number. Let them know we're taking to court for a lawsuit, and we want to see where that case is at. If there's a prosecutor been signed onto that case to investigate him. And then we need that to take to court to show the judge. I'm gonna reach out to this bar. Let them know that we're going to be... First, I'll get the information I need from the FBI. We'll bring everything over to them because I want to be able to give them a docket number to follow back on with Mr. McAfee. I'll get the rest of his information here. Guys, tidy that. I want to make sure you're taken care of. I guess it's Mr. Williams. I got to contact security unit over there at the Housing Authority. Leads that public housing. Go back and call them back today. Get that information again. I know for a fact that as you sit home and you think that haven't been on YouTube, I have shown no activity whatsoever, I should be in the clear. But deep down in the back of your mind right now, that little tiny voice, the one that you don't want to listen to, is telling you that it's going to happen. I would listen to that voice. That's the one you ignore. That's the one that every time you see a cop car roll past your house or something slow down behind you, you think that's for you. I will listen to that voice. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to take the information I have here and I'm going to give that voice a little bit more power. I'm going to make some phone calls out to some people and get this process started. Mr. Fernando, as I told you before, I hope you're in the room. I want you to listen to me very carefully. February. It's not a joke. I'm not joking with you. I'm not blunt. This is nothing. I'm dead serious. I had that process server come to your front door. Was I playing with you? No, I wasn't, was I? All right, then. I want you to take it more serious than that. Because I'm going down to the magistrate. I'm going to take my documents, go down to the police station. I have to go down to records, pick up all the information I need from there, and I'm going to City Hall, then going to I think it's a courtroom for magistrate, and I'm filing a class action lawsuit against you. Once everything's done, everything's filed and processed, the next stage is they're going to send you out a letter. Now, you can sit there and say, oh, well, I don't have to go in because it happened in another state. No, you don't understand. It's a cybercrime. Because you committed the crime online. That's what you did. Cybercrimes don't have to be registered. You have to go to another person's state to register. We can register it here. I looked all that up. Now, you don't show up for court, you lose your stuff. We talked about this multiple times, right? We've had this conversation multiple times, right? There you go, McAfee. That's you, ain't it? That's you right there using somebody else's address to commit a post office mail fraud. So I need to contact them about you today. Let me make sure I got all your stuff here. Time to get started. I got to get my company's information changed here, but at the same time, I got to get you gentlemen wrapped up and done. McAfee, I'll be nice with you. 100 grand. You can keep your house. Now, technically, I don't want it. But you're going to pay me 100 grand. Now, I'm going to tell you from the door, I'm not talking about 100 grand out of pocket. You're going to go to court in front of an arbitrator, make that agreement, sign it down, and document it. I will have execution of judgment on you on the spot to make sure I get my money. I don't trust you. But just so you know that you are going to go to jail. I want you to know that. Because I'm filing fraud charges that you committed against my company. Remember you did that whole thing with the fake receipts? Yeah, and then this nonsense right here. These are fraud charges to the United States Postal Service. They carry 20 years piece. I think it's 20 or 30. So you're going to be in jail for quite some time. I need the other one. Where's the other one at? We have a whole bunch of these things. Yeah, and you see, they took it seriously. They took it seriously because he deleted his entire account. His account's gone. YouTube channel's gone. We have him up here where he basically wiped out his Facebook account. Mr. Williams wiped out his Facebook account. Crow basically got rid of his website. Yeah. Whatchamacallit hasn't had any activity on the site in the last 7 months. That's the part that makes it interesting. Because you think you got away with it when you really didn't. The fact that you don't show any activity on it there, that shows you ran. And that shows guilty. So, I'm thinking, damn, I'm going to make some phone calls. First, I'm looking for this document. I think it fell behind my whatchamacallit. I'm going to send photo pictures to the bar. Let them know how many of these we got from him with their address attached to it. Let them know that their bar is going to come up in some investigations and there are going to be people reaching out to them because they're now involved in this because you used their address, which is called identity theft. Let me see. I'm going to keep that there. Let it contact them back right there. Let's see. Using someone's address to commit postal mail fraud.
According to Identity Guard, at the federal level, culprits can face up to 5 years in jail for address fraud, while the penalties for mail fraud can be as severe as 2 decades behind bars.
That's where you're going, Mr. McAfee. That's what I'm about to execute on you today. I feel bad for you, man. It's going to be bad. Now, you committed 2 of these acts. We have you right here. This is your handwriting on these letters. They went to the United States Postal Service, didn't they? And that's not your address. I called the person. I talked to the owner of that building. You took someone's address and used it to commit a crime. So you won't have police agents coming on your door. There'll be FBI agents that'll be coming to your front door. Gentlemen, you have to understand, I have so much evidence on you. On a day where you don't hear anything from me, that's a good day for you because that means I'm trying to let it go. But, you know, you do dumb stuff and I remember and I go, you know what, I'm just going to get this done. So today I'm going to go make these phone calls. Your life is over. That's always what it is. It's over. Identity theft is 5 years. You don't want to hear the outcome of the other one. Post office fraud, per one of them is 20 years. Maybe 30. That's interesting. As I'm going through these documents over here and getting ready to set you guys ready to go, I'm hearing that song called Tie the Yellow Ribbon Around the Old Oak Tree. You know what that song's about? I think I told you about this song. It's about a fellow who went to jail for a very long time. 3 years. He got 3 years in jail. He has a woman he's in love with because she waited for him. You used my face without my permission, didn't you, Mr. McAfee? Right? Lawsuit. I'm going to sue you for this. So this is going to cost you some money. So about $50,000, I say. I think we're going to be over that $150,000 mark. This is where you were stalking in the garage, right? There we go. Use the bar address again. I'm going to send this out to them. But anyway, he gets back and he don't know what really belongs to him anymore. You know. And he has to ride, I guess, past that small town. And I guess he tells her that, look, I just got out. I spent 3 long years and I want to know, are you still in love with me? Do me a favor, give me a sign when I pass that old oak tree. I just want to see you to tie a yellow ribbon around it. And that'll let me know. Oh, I need that detail brush. That'll let me know if you still want me. That's a beautiful story. You know, the man did his time. He came out and he went past that oak tree and he saw 100 ribbons on that tree. But for you guys, you're going to be in there so long that there'll be no one there to tie the ribbon. That's why I told you your charges are really bad. Oh, here's the rest of these letters. I'm waiting for the rest of these letters. Okay, we got more of these. Let me see. Okay. This one right there. Give me a second. tree. I'll get on the bus. Forget about us. Put that on me. Final five ribbon round that old tree. Do 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 do. Mr. Williams, this is you. These all have your fingerprints on the inside. I'll be contacting them. We know your building where you're at now. We know the building you're in. So we'll give them the address of the building where you're at right now. That's your location. And we'll give them the information to the building management that I contacted down there to let them know that in our investigation trying to figure out where you're at. That's the building where you're at. That's where you're residing at. I think they'll have no problem with finding you. Investigations will be involved in figuring and tracking your whereabouts, and that since we have a pinpoint where you're at in that building somewhere, it ain't gonna be hard to find you. And mind you, when they contact your building management, you're done. So you know that. That's you. And then we got more than that. Yeah, there we go. So imagine you can get roughly 20 years for one of these, and your fingerprints on the side, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Williams, your fingerprints are in there. They're sealed. Every last one of these are sealed. None of these have ever been opened. They're all sealed. Every single one is sealed. Your fingerprints are in here. So what they're going to do is they're going to open these things and they're going to dust the prints. And they're going to find your fingerprints on any of these babies. And no more harder evidence, Mr. Williams, than fingerprints. It doesn't make a difference what's on the outside. It's what's on the inside. It's important. And it shows you use the United States Postal Service 9 times to commit crimes. And look at the address. That's the address where you're at right now. That's where we're able to find you. You mentioned some key words. That's why you got rid of your Facebook account. That's why it disappeared. Because in your Facebook account, you said public housing, West Side. That's public housing. That's West Side. So all we had to do was track down that address right there and popped up, and we got a chance to talk to some people over there. Really nice people too on top of that. You're in the towers. So I think when they start their investigation and they'll contact them, we'll give them all the information, who to reach out to. I'm going to be talking to the security unit, I think security and legal unit today. I thought I'll contact and talk to them today and let them know what we're about to do, because they're going to reach out to them. So you're not only going to get an eviction notice, you're going to jail. Mind you, these are 20 to 30 years for each one of these. So you can say you got life, right? Now keep in mind, I'm suing you too on top of that. Now, if you sit there and say, well, hey, you can't, statute of limitations on fraud is 7 years. Judging by your timestamp post here, by the postcard. This happened in 2024. So these are brand new. So we got plenty of time for you, buddy. Plenty of time, but I'm gonna get you now. That's what I'm about to get you. I'm gonna get you now. See, but your timestamp, you went to the post office and your state, and you sent those out. Memphis. Yeah. You didn't think about that, did you? Nah, he didn't go to another state. He sent this from his own post office in his area. We're to track your post office down too. So I know where you sent these at. I know where these came from. And guess what happens when you walk into a post office? Security cameras are everywhere in there. And you popped up on the security cameras too. It shows you walking up and mailing these things off. Now you could say that you went to a mailbox Well, the problem with the mailbox is the mailbox doesn't stamp them. Not from there. This was sent to a window. I ship a lot of packages out. I know this stuff. So again, yeah. So losing your benefits is not your worst problem. Getting eviction, you're going to have a place to go to. It just basically you're behind bars. That's what it's going to be. Okay. Let me see what we got going on here. Let's stare at that one. Postcards are here. This is my junk drawer. When you're locked up, Mr. Williams, I will come see you. So you know that. I want to see you face to face. Look on the price side. You're not a man that's in shape. I've seen that from what you look like on camera. And if you think riding around on an e-bike all day long is going to help you build some muscle mass or lose weight, it's not going to happen. But people like you, if I were still about that life and we met face to face, what are your odds you think of taking me down? I'm a trained fighter, by the way. No, it wouldn't even be easy. It'd be extremely easy. I'd walk right through you. But I know people like you. People like you talk a lot of trash. You do. You think you're bad and tough. Well, where you're going at, you're going to meet people like me in there. Now, I'm a Christian, yes, but you're going to meet the other side of me. Where I used to be before I became a Christian, you're going to meet those kind of people. You go in there and run your mouth in there and see what happens. And we got another one on you, McAfee, right there. Isn't that you right there? It is. Using the address from the bargain, isn't it? Each one of these pictures is going to get... Oh, yeah, you're going to sue for all this. Jeez, you're making it too easy for me. You're making it too easy for me. I know you're scared. Your heart's racing at 100 miles an hour, and it should be. Now, once I get done and all this is finished, you're going to have to worry about when. When an officer is going to pop up on you, or car parked right next to you, or anything. It's going to cause your heart rate to speed up. And I am going to go in and start the process of getting my company transferred over and getting that done, and I'm going to go start getting this ready for you guys. This is for you guys today. We'll get you taken care of today. You have my word on it. Since at the end of the day, you want to say that I'm bluffing, right? Did you just say I was bluffing? You did, right? You ever heard the term about don't poke the bear, especially when the door is open? And that's what you did. Jamie running his mouth up there talking about, oh, he's not going to do anything to me. Oh, you don't think so, huh? Okay. I got you taken care of in February. You know, if that process server that came beating on your door was a nightmare, wait till you see what I got coming for you. You won't be able to walk out of that place if even your life depended on it. I'm going to have so many people at your front door, process servers, whatever. You even got to get a warrant for your arrest. I'm getting it done. I'm going to put so much pressure on the court system down here every single day. I'm going to come in there and I'm going to get a warrant for you. On top of that, I'm going to get you sued. So you got a lawsuit coming your way in February. Let me see. This is McAfee. That's McAfee. This is also McAfee. Okay, this is him right here too. That's McAfee. I'm going to send these over to the courts. Now, you know what's interesting about this gentleman? Everything happens for a reason. You went out. What are the odds of these letters? These letters didn't all land in the same place. Some of these letters landed in other places. When I was doing the daily walk and talk, they were stalking me and sending letters out to these places. I got every single letter from every place right back to me. Because you know why? The devil got you to do this. See it right here? You did the devil's work when you did this. Oh, stay in the room. I want you to hear this. You did the devil's work when you did this. And the devil told you that you could send these out and that nothing's going to happen to you. That these will never end up in my possession. That these are going to go to people and they're going to see this and they're going to turn on me. That's what the devil told you, right? And Lord allowed for each one of these letters to come back to us, sealed in mint condition, so we can get you ready for court. And the devil knew this too, because the devil knew that everything you did, he knew this was never going to be opened up. He knew it already, what was going to happen. But he had you do it anyway, so he can get his hands on you. He did his work. Now, I'm doing my job as I'm supposed to do. You send this nonsense to me, I'm going to take you to court for it. You're going to go to jail for it. And the devil got one more, he's a little bit more closer to get into you. There you go, Daniel McAfee, is you again. And let me see. This is the letter right here that sealed your fate. This is what I saw sitting on my sister's table after I gave you the agreement to go and disappear. This is what I saw when I went to sit down. I'm going to frame this. You know why? This is your fate. You had the ability to walk away from this, and I gave you the opportunity. For those you don't know, I gave him the opportunity. So in his Facebook account, he contacted us through his Facebook account, and he called himself slandering us through his Facebook, and he left his page open. We duplicated his page, of course, for court. And as we're going through his page, he has little ones. Nice little family. And I thought, okay, you know what? He didn't do as much dumb stuff as the other ones did. We're going to give him an ultimatum. And I sent a message out for you to go disappear. Did I not? And you didn't do it, did you? You sent this letter. This is what sealed your fate right here. Because when I saw this letter, I said, well, we have to do what we got to do. And now, I'm going to make that phone call. I'm going to come see you, wherever they station you at. I'm going to give you this. Because I want you to realize that this is what did you. You should have backed down when I told you to. But I'm going to give you that. I want you to have that. Okay, so that's right there. I'm going to contact the bar. I see, go into the security agency, get the numbers and all change, new emails. That's a process. I got to go through freaking Vista, no Vista, Wix. Also got a lawsuit for Wix too. When we sue you for copyrights, we're suing Wix along with you. Wix got a lawsuit coming up. Don't get me wrong, I like the service. The service is great, but the whole thing about not protecting people's copyrights, that's another story on its own. So we got to be sued for that. So once Jamie's found guilty, we'll use that on top of that to file a lawsuit against them. Chances are, like I said, won't ever go to court. It'll pretty much be behind me. I got a lot of work to do on my plate. I really do. And I need to get you guys situated and done. That's what I need to do. This is when you contacted us claiming that you were from zoning and you were working for zoning. So this has all been sent over to the police. They all have all this right here. We got the one impersonating a lawyer. Yeah. Also have an email here from Fernando, straight from him. Let me see. All right, so let me get all this changed over. I'm gonna work on my company bit by bit, but first what I'm gonna call the post office on this guy first and get that docket number that we need on him. We got his address and everything here, right, for Fernando. Let me see. And I gotta take these over to the courts on February and begin the following for the lawsuit. Let me see. Now, Jamie, so you know that every time we had to go into court, go into Allentown to file reporting, we brought documents with us, pictures, everything. We're scanned into the system so the judge can see it. So everything comes up. Okay? So after I file against you in February, I'm going to come back in a week from there and file another one, a lawsuit against you. This will be for the first one. For those three, is going to be 150, maybe 150, $175,000. That'll be for that one. I'll be coming back in to file another lawsuit for another $80,000 against you. That's when I was living at the apartments. Remember? You were carrying on over there, doxing addresses. I'm going to sue you for doxing. You know, you did a video with your voice on it, saying that's where I was at, and telling people to come down and see me and stuff like that, and pointing out where my cat was at. Remember that? It's going to cost you $80,000. And then there was the image where basically you showed me like some kind of puppet character, one dressed like Wendy's. They're going to be about maybe $12,000, maybe $30,000 a piece. I haven't decided on it yet, but I'll sue you for each one of those. And of course, with all these lawsuits popping up, the judge is definitely going to ask if we file criminal charges, and we have, yes. So that's going to come into play. So, like I said, we're going to push so much. We're going to get that warrant for your arrest as fast as possible. All right, I got everything here I need. I'm good. Let me get my backup mouse. Mine just died on me. Charge that one. And get ready to start making these calls. I'm getting my number changed out pretty soon. We won't have a number on the site because, again, we're going to be doing a messaging board. We're going through that company. We'll be doing all the messaging for us. So you want to reach out and contact them, and they'll take care of everything you need. And that's for you, gentlemen. I'm getting you addressed to now, today. Now, I don't want you to think in the back of your mind, because we got to talk to you. You're little kids. That's how you carry yourself. You're like a little kid at the end of the day. I don't want you to think that, oh, he's mad because no, buddy, it's nothing to do with anger. You committed a crime, right? That's how it works. You do dumb stuff. You heard the whole term, do dumb stuff, win dumb prizes? Yeah, that's what you did. And that's what you're getting. And you gave Mr. Bird, what? How much ammunition? A lot, right? All right, then. So, you're going to have to figure out how to pay my money. Mr. McAfee, this is going to be for you. I want to figure out where you're stationed. I'm going to lock you down. Where you're going to be at what jail. I'm going to come see you. You know that. Each one of you, I'm going to come see you. You'll see my face. I'm going to come see you. And it's not to rub it in your face. I want you to see what you did to yourself. You're going to be behind bars, and I'm going to be looking at you. I'm going to walk in. I'm leaving. I'm going back home. But I want to see you face to face. I'm going to bring you something. Something's going to help you out in life. I'll bring your Bible. It's up to you whether or not you take it or not. Now, you can sit there and say, well, you could have turned the other cheek and this would have never happened. I did try to, multiple times. I really did. You guys just kept attacking me. You didn't give me an option. You pushed me. I had to do it. I went through the prison system already. It's a very horrible thing to go through. It messes with you mentally, physically, all that. And even after you escape all that, it still haunts you. And I tried to avoid putting you in that situation, but you wouldn't take it. McAfee, I gave you an ultimatum. I walked away from it. All you had to do was disappear. You would have grew up with your kids. Watch them grow old. Well, you want to watch them grow old because you would have already, you know what I mean? Timeline ain't going to add up. But either way, still, you would potentially have kids and stuff like that, and be called grandpa and all that stuff. You're not going to have that. You took it away from yourself. You have no one to blame for yourself. Who told you to get on camera and act up and carry on like that? Did you not mention out your name that my screen paint requires high-powered projector? I can sue you for that. You know that, right? The minute you open your mouth to make a statement about something that's not true, I can sue you for it. And I had you on recording saying it. It'd be different if you said it and it's just your word against mine, but I actually have you on recording. I have you documented saying that word. I can sue you on that now. All right. You was in there with our product. You claimed to be my product, right? When you're doing a demonstration, we'll sue you for that too. Because again, you went on and put a label onto a container, claimed it to be us, you and McAfee, and you and Rogers. So you're both being sued on that. That's fraud against my company. Carries a 30-year prison sentence for both of you. Mr. Rogers, and what I thought Mr. Rogers was a little bit more healthier, but judging by what I saw on camera, he's an old guy. He's a very old guy. Prison system's not going to be good for him. Stressful in a place like that can cause all kinds of problems. And he has more to lose. He's made a very good life for himself. Well, how dumb can you be to do something that stupid to end up in that situation? And the fact that you guys are all tied to Fernando, which is going to be hit the first, he's only the first one to be hit, it's not going to go well. Even through associations, you can do jail time. So I've given you opportunities, and you wouldn't take them. Jamie had a cease and desist order, copyrights. He ignored it. Jamie was given multiple times to walk away. He ignored it. Okay, gentlemen, it's on. So I'm going to make some phone calls, reach out to some agencies, begin the process for the post office fraud. I need several letters. Matter of fact, I'm going to put this right here. I need filing for post office mail fraud complaints. There we go. I need to contact this agency and get that started for you guys. And once we get this all documented, Mr. Williams, I will be keeping the building where you're at updated on everything we're doing. Well, right now I've been advised to contact the legal section of that, and the security. They have a security unit in there. Contact, let them know what we're about to do. We very well can sue your building. You know that, right? We have multiple videos showing you claiming that you scammed us. We were scammers, making false accusations. We can sue your building. Mind you, landlord's liable for the tenant's action, and you attack the company. I don't think they're going to like that. So, you're going to jail for a long time. All right, that's right there. We need that there for post office fraud, and we need, let's give you a little lightning real quick to scare you a little bit here. Maximum jail time for post office mail fraud if convicted. Boy, this is not going to be good, buddy. And your fingerprints on every single one of these. So, this is our lawyer. Jeez, this guy got post office mail. We got 20 years. You can't even get a pro. 20 years, that's a long time, man. I did freaking 8 years in that dip. 8 years and 9 months. That's a freaking long time. 20 years? Whew. Let's see. Mail fraud. Punishable. Not mail fraud. Post office mail fraud. How much time can you get? Why don't you look at this? You got your address in the building you're in right now. Right there. This is your location, right? And you're in public housing, which will let them know too also. So since you're in public housing, it won't be hard to find you. And we were able to contact people in your building that let us know that you're in the towers. So they're going to bring an investigator on this. So he's got all the leads. He's good. He ain't got to look far. And let them know that we got all these letters, each one of them sealed, including the letter that you sent over to the garage, which has your full and last name on it. And it also matches the handwriting we have here, which is attached to your address and where your whereabouts are. Now, I want you to look at that. 20 years. For one of those, you can receive 20 to 30 years. You got 9 of these on you. Now, you stole from God, right? You weren't ripped off God, stole from him, faked to be a minister. The devil went in, had you go in and fake being a Christian, call yourself a minister, which you're not at all, period, and you know you're not a minister. And you listened to the devil and did all that dirt against God. And then he had you steal from God. Oh, let's get money out of God. Let's steal from them. Let's put information for people to come give you money, because you can get donations and you can use that money to what? Spend and pay your rent or your e-bikes or whatever you're doing. You're stealing from people. And then the devil told you to go in and contact my phone, because I got you on a voice recording contacting my phone, screaming and yelling, which will send it over to them too also. And also to your building, I'm going to send it over to them so they can hear you carrying on. And when you said you had Infinity, you said you had Comcast, right? We contacted her. I said, is your cable service Comcast by any chance? Yes, it is. Hello. How you doing, Mr. Derek? So, devil told you to go out and send these out to me, right? And he told you that we were never going to be able to get our hands on these. That they're going to open these up, and they're probably going to throw them in the trash, and they're probably going to look at me in a dirty way and want to kick me out of the building. That's what the devil told you. What he didn't tell you was nothing was going to happen to us, and we were going to receive every single letter in our hand right now, mint and sealed. And because he told you this, that you weren't going to get caught, you put your address on it. That's what he told you, right? Told you, the devil's job is to kill you. He put you in a bad situation. I want you to look at that, remind you. It's 20 to 30 years. The worst thing about this is that you could sit there and say anybody wrote these, but the problem you have with that is your fingerprints are on the inside of these. And these are sealed. Your evidence is right there. So they're going to dust these for prints. And each one is going to show your fingerprints. How do you get around that? Oh, I've seen people cry in court, man, but not like this one. He's going to cry big time. And Mr. McAfee, where are you at on this table? You sent one of these over to a bar. Over to the food store, right? Trying to make trouble for me. So we're going to get you for cyber stalking, identity theft, post office, mail fraud. Yeah, it's going to be quite a bit. Defamation, you printed and make these up, right? You make all these up right here? Yeah, it's going to be pretty bad for you. So you're never getting out. And these are also post office mail fraud. So you thought devil told you to send these out, and none of these, they'll probably disappear or throw them in the trash. He'll never get these if we send them out though. Chance they're actually look at this, and they're probably going to basically look at them dirty, and they're probably at the end of the day they're gonna basically disown them or not allow them back in the store. That's what the devil told you. Did the devil tell you that every single one of these were going to end up back into my hand, and that the people are just going to ignore you because they think you're a weirdo? And they do. He told you to put someone else's address up there too. Oh, just use somebody's address. Nobody will know. That's what he told you, right? We can know who the owner is because I contacted him. And your name sits right on top of the letter. Daniel McAfee. Which is the same person who matches on the blacklist, who was caught basically committing fraud against my business with your face and your pictures right next to fake receipts that you made, claiming to do fake unboxings against my company to put out false rumors that my technology didn't work. And then your Facebook account pops up on our account and your face matches those pictures, and all of a sudden your account disappears. I'm hearing that song louder and louder about the oak tree. Get on the bus, forget about us, keep that blame on me. McAfee, you wrote your name on here. You signed just your signature right there. Devil told you to sign your name up there, didn't he? Now put your name up there so he'll know where it came from, because he needs to learn. You signed your name to these things. You know how bad that is? I don't know which is worse with the post office mail fraud. Jamie literally has his face on his receipts. Even PayPal has put claim on him that he committed fraud. It's right there documented. He committed mail fraud. And his face is on the receipts. Everything is on there. Open and shut. Unboxing was done on a live stream. I'm hearing that song louder and louder. It's not good for you, gentlemen. Put your name up there again, right? Daniel McAfee? Forget about us. Put that blame on me and find that yellow ribbon around that old tree. Gentlemen, let me explain something to you before I leave from here. If it took me a while to get to this point, that means the place that I went to and what I had to go through was extremely bad. It was so bad that I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. You're about to experience what I went through and what I saw. There are things you will see you will never, ever forget as long as you live. There are things you will hear you will never forget as long as you live. I was protected in that whole situation, and I became a man of God in that situation. But you will never forget as long as you live. And unfortunately, you will have to go through it. The sad thing about it is, at least when I went through it, I was young. So I had a chance to get some of my life back when I got out. And you won't be doing that. The amount of charges and what we have here, which is going to be filed and going through today in the next couple of days, this is the rest of your life. This is why it has much of a bigger impact, because when you're young and you do dumb stuff, you know, if you don't do something dumb enough, too stupid, you know, at least you got some time to get out and enjoy life a little bit. You make something of yourself. Do something. But you gentlemen got the most to lose because you have good lives. And you turned around and you did that with it. And now you don't have anything. You're going to lose all your possessions. You're going to lose your freedom. No. Devil's going to tell you right now that it's not going to happen. And I'm going to tell you it is going to happen. You got no way out of this. Once I make that phone call, it begins. This is the reason why I avoided this with everything that I had. I tried to ignore it with everything that I had, because the situation you're about to go through is going to be far worse than what I had to go through. It's going to be far worse because when I went in, I didn't have a family. I had my mother, I had my brothers and sisters, but I didn't have a family. I had no kids, nothing. It was just me. So I couldn't feel the pain that I've seen my inmates feel when they couldn't see their kids. When they had their kids up there, you know, their pictures and stuff of them, watching them grow up and watching birthday parties go past, and they couldn't be a part of that. I couldn't understand that pain. I could feel with them and try to help them, but I couldn't understand their pain because I don't have anything. But when you have and you lose, it's the worst thing in the world. I've seen that pain from them, and you're going to go through that process. The process of not being able to touch and hold your wife. You're going to go through that process. It's a horrible thing to go through, it really is. And what's even worse upon worse is when you get that letter. When you get that letter where your wife tells you she's tired. And she doesn't want to wait. She wants to enjoy her life. And she feels that she should not be guilty for something that you did, that you knew better to do to begin with. She'll move on without you. You realize that's one of the things that will happen to you when you're in that situation. Life will move on and you'll be there. You'll watch bit by bit. When they do come down to visit you, watch them gradually grow. You have no part of it. Remember, you brought it on yourself. I did give you options. So cursing me out and all that stuff, well, you haven't learned anything yet. So, and gentlemen, just remember, I did give you an option out of this. Remember that, okay? I did give you an option. So now I'm going to follow forth, and I'm going to make sure what has to be done. Let me see. Where's the number for the post office? I didn't get it for the criminal. I'll get it done right there. And I got to go in and get my company ready for the next stage. The last thing I should have to worry about with my business is idiots that don't know how to carry themselves right. I should be to run my company, not deal with someone bombarding my phone line, not deal with people sending me threatening emails and racial slurs and flooding my phone with pornography and all the nonsense you guys have been doing. This is what you're going to have to go through, man. Not going to be good. I'll give you one piece of advice. Don't stare anyone directly in the face. That might get the wrong person. And if someone attempts to, you're going to have to throw hands. If you don't, they'll take from you every day. They'll take from you every day. Till you find God, and God can protect you. I just let you know that when you're in lunch, if someone takes something off your tray, you're gonna have to do something about it. See, you follow the devil. That's what you did, and that's what the devil got you into. The devil put you in a situation where you're now gonna have to deal with that kind of life. You're gonna have to pray and put it in God's hands. You're gonna become a man of God. It's the only way you're gonna be to survive it. And I'm not joking with you. I'm dead serious. The only way you're gonna survive, you're gonna have to become a man of God. You're not cut for it. You're not built for it. You're not. You're going to have to find some way out of that situation. Because if not, you're going to become a victim, and they're quick. And like I said, I'm not doing it in the day, people thought that I'm doing it to scare them. I am trying to scare you because I'm trying to tell you that's how bad it's going to be in there. It's going to be bad. I spent a lot of time in that area, and it's not good. None of it's good. You may have some days where you're hanging and chilling with your people and all that, but it's always interrupted by somebody getting sodomized or something jacked up going on along the way. It's some weird, messed up stuff. Somebody getting stabbed or beat up or stomped out, something crazy, yeah. Whew. I'm so glad I ain't got to live through that anymore. So if that basically had all this evidence against you, and I could have went in, it made it sound like, oh, he's poor, he don't have the money, and this, that, and the other. Well, how the freaking lying for it and all this stuff I got to do on a day-to-day basis if I'm so poor? How do I afford them houses and everything? But you oh, he's just afraid, he's afraid. No, I don't want you to go through what I went through for 8 years and 9 months. So to consider the fact that it was such a bad ordeal that I went to, I literally sat there and said, I couldn't wish it on my worst enemy. It was that bad. And now you didn't give me an option. You gave me no option at all whatsoever. You forced my hand, because if I don't do this, you keep on attacking me. I'd rather just be left alone. Let me make my products, leave me the freak alone, but you won't. You keep attacking me. So now you force my hand, and I'm going to do it now. When this video is over, I begin the phone calls. And you know what kind of person I am. I will make these phone calls every single day. I will walk down to because when I start something, I go in. I know myself. I'm not doing it out of anger and do hatred. It's just how I'm driven. I will get it done, work as hard as I can to get it done. So I will make sure that I will show up at that courthouse or wherever I got to every single day with all the evidence and everything I had to get it done, to complete that job. And that's what you started. You watched a man of 14 years build and design just about everything he can get his hands on, and you watched him work through freaking diseases where I could barely breathe on camera. You watched him go through all kinds of craziness just to get the job done, and nothing deterred, nothing pushed me from the left or right. I got the job done. You've seen my track record. So imagine if I put that effort into this. That's what I was trying to avoid. Gentlemen, your lives are going to change forever. Forever. And the only way you're going to survive is because the devil's going to come for you. He's already got his claws in you. And you end up in this situation, he is going to come for you. In a way you've never seen before. All right, I got to go. I got business to take care of, and I got calls to make.